Well, a true crime mystery that's captivated the public's attention for nearly 20 years finally solved. We now know how Alabama teen Natalee Holloway was killed after she vanished in Aruba back in 2005. In new audio just released, prime suspect Joran Sloot shared in graphic detail how he killed Holloway to a federal judge in Alabama. It's part of a plea deal for extorting and defrauding Holloway's family. Now, he admitted that Holloway refused his sexual advances and said he responded by hitting her in the head with a cinder block.
I take this and I smash her head in with it completely. Her face basically, collapses in. I'm scared. I don't know what to do, and I decide to take her and to put her into the ocean.
All right, so joining me now, investigative journalist Steph Watts, who was embedded with the Holloway family at one point, also spent time with Sloot back in 2010 as part of his reporting. Steph, thank you so much for your time. So he's confessed now. He's saying he's a changed man, but why do you think we're only hearing this now, nearly 20 years later, and it happens to be attached to this plea deal?
Well, it's interesting, Nichole, the story that you're hearing now. If you actually go back to what he said originally, it's not that far off from the original story that he said that he was with Natalee the night she disappeared on a beach. Now he's come clean and said the details of what happened. But many people believe still to this day that he didn't act alone. If you saw the graphic nature by which he murdered and bludgeoned to death Stephanie Flores back in 2010 on the exact same day, 5 years to the day that he murdered Natalee Holloway, we all wondered and had to believe that that wasn't the first time that he had killed somebody.
And I want to talk to you more about that in a minute. But first, we said at the top of this, introducing you, you spent time with him one-on-one. What is he like, or what was he like?
Yeah, full disclosure, I was one of the journalists that paid him to get information from him because he believed he was going to tell us a version of what happened to Natalee Holloway. The importance of me telling you that is because it set precedence for him creating a cottage industry out of making up stories for money in exchange for money and what happened to Natalee Holloway. He was, Nichole, he was charming. He was nice. He wanted something from me and he needed something from me. But I saw that moment in him when he got agitated when things didn't go his way. And we know in the instance of Stephanie Flores and now Natalee Holloway that in the instance he snaps and his personality changes. He's a dangerous, violent psychopath. And as from my experiences, they're nice and charming in person when they need something from you.
And when was the last time you spoke with Sloot, and what did you talk about?
Actually, to be honest with you, Nichole, he had actually texted me about 2 weeks ago from prison to reach out to me, and I literally had received a call from him. I didn't get the call. I'm not sure what he wanted, if he wanted to, again, try to bargain to tell his story. But this time, he told it in court and confessed to what happened. And the importance of this sentencing is, remember, he's 36. He was only 10 years left on his sentence. They've now compounded that by 28 years. So it'll be 74 years of age before he gets out. So this sentencing was very important because the statute of limitations for murder in Aruba is only 12 years, so it had already expired.
And Seth, this is a little bit of speculation here, but you've actually spoken with him one-on-one. Yes. He's admitted now to killing Natalee Holloway. He's been convicted of killing that young woman in Peru. Do you think there are more potential victims?
You know what? It's such a great question, and I'm glad that you brought it up because, there's so many spans of time in this period where he was running around in Thailand, which is where I met him, other parts of the world. So, we would have to cast a wide net and begin to look at missing persons cases and women that have been murdered in those areas. It's very, very possible because, as we know, his personality changes like that, and in an instant, he goes from the charming Prince Charming to the devil.
And speaking of change, Steph, my last question for you. He now is claiming that he has changed. He has found Jesus. Do you think he has really changed as he claims?
Well, I always say, I think Jesus lives in jail because that's where everybody seems to find him, as did Joran Sloot. I don't believe anything that he says because my history with him, he's a pathological liar. Every story he's told has been a version of the truth or a complete lie. So if that's what he says, if that's the truth, I praise that to be hopeful for him, but it's a little too late for me as far as I'm concerned, because we've got two deceased, beautiful young girls.
Absolutely. Great speaking with you. Investigative journalist Steph Watts, certainly appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.